say. Well, here she comes now. You can tell her yourself.
Isn't that Miss Lunch, Willoughby?
Don't interrupt when someone's barking. You were saying? Really? Well, if she keeps wandering off, perhaps it'd be best if you put her on the loop. Willoughby! Oh, here she comes now. Oh, Willoughby! It's all right. Mummy is here. You know, sometimes you'd almost think he could talk.
Bert, can Willoughby really talk?
Of course he can. It's getting him to stop. It's a problem.
How do you learn to talk dog?
Quite simple, of course. Master the grammar.
Practice when you can.
And avoid mongrels.
Far too much slang.
Now, I can't stand here all day talking shop.
Talking shop? What a silly expression.
And it's not silly in the least.
Well, what do you buy in a talking shop?
Conversations, of course.
Well, I've never seen a talking shop.
Well, there is only one, and it belongs to Mrs. Corey.
Who's Mrs. Corey?
Who's Mrs. Corey? Mrs. Corey's the oldest person in the world. She talked to William before he went to conquering, to Vlad before he went to hailing, and to Alexander when he weren't so great.
Now, we must call her at a shop at the park.
But there is no shop in the park.
Anything can happen if you let it.
That's it. I'm round to conversations.
Good to see you, Mrs. Corey.
Well, this is Mary Poppins with Jane and Michael Banks.
She knows us?
And how is poor little Georgie?
Who?
Your father, Georgie Banks. He used to give his nanny the slip and come into my shop here in secret.
But that would have been 40 years ago, and no one can remember back that long.
Listen, dearie, I remember everything. I remember your father used to love my gingerbread. I wonder if we've got any left today. Annie, Fanny, look lively.
Yes, Mother.
There you are. Gingerbread pieces with gingerbread stars. Georgie always saved his stars. Now, Mary Poppins, what can I do for you?
Well, I did want an answer of conversations.
Oh, I'm right out of conversations, and words too. You see, we've had a lot of chatterboxes in here today. But let me see what I have left. Ooh, I do have some letters, and a little bit of back chat. An ounce, you say? That'll be 15 letters. Go on, take your pick.
Jane, you can choose 7.
Well, I have a D, G, R, U, C, L, and I.
No, you can't make a conversation out of those.
Your turn, Michael. 7 more.
I have an A, F, S, E, T, O, and P.
I'll choose an X. Now, what words can we make?
Well, I see dog and cat. Rautoplex. Rautoplex. That's 9.
Block toppers. L-A, I never was good at spelling. P-I-T-O-F-E-R-U-S. That's 11, nearly there.
But those don't count. You made them up. And where do you think words come from in the first place? Somebody had to make them up.
Now, you can use the same letter more than once. For example, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
But that's not a word.
Why, of course it's a word, and unless I'm very much mistaken, I think it's going to prove to be a rather useful one. When trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd to leaf through lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word.
but she's bloody